human beings, as readers, as writers, but also as people, is to learn to see other people complexly, to imagine them as we would imagine ourselves. So like as unhealthy as it is to dismiss other people, like when we dehumanize people by calling them nerds, or we dehumanize people by saying that they're merely Muslim, merely Christian, merely atheist, merely fat, merely skinny, merely whatever. When we see those people in those two-dimensional, singular identities that we would never associate our endlessly complex selves with, that's horrible, obviously. But it's also really destructive, I would argue, when we see people as more than human, like the way that Q sees Margot in the novel, and the way that, God knows, Bella sees Edward Cullen. Like, raise your hand if you haven't read Twilight, by the way. Awesome. Okay, so, let me just give you a quick turn if you can, Claire, real quick. And I'll just quickly summarize this for you. Though, like Twilight is this book that's it's good, it's really good, it's fun to read. I'm not just saying that. Like I'm not just saying that. But it's about this 107-year-old vampire who likes a 16-year-old girl, but it's not immoral for him to like the 16-year-old girl because he doesn't look like he's 107.
I totally agree.
Which I want to just briefly tell you is not what's wrong with grown-ups hooking up with teenagers. It isn't gross because we look old. It's gross because we are old, right? Like, the reason that let's the 107-year-old person we would all know, who is the famous old Australian dude? Okay, I don't know. Let's picture the Queen. That is embarrassing. She's not Australian, but she's a person. So we have the Queen. The Queen is an older woman, okay? I believe she's in her 80s. The reason it's wrong for the Queen to hook up with a 16-year-old is not because the Queen is old. Well, it looks old. It's because she is in fact old and has been here for many years. If you made the Queen 16 years old looking magically, it would still be creepy. Okay, that's off topic though. So this guy, Edward Cullen, he doesn't pee, literally, no joke. He doesn't sleep, so he can watch you sleep, which sounds like it's romantic, but in reality it would be very creepy and it would get old fast. And most amazingly, he sparkles in the sunshine. And this represents some kind of massive romanticized image of what girls would like boys to be, creatures that don't pee and that sparkle in the sunshine. And they're a little bit dangerous because obviously they might drink their blood, but on the other hand, they would go literally to the end of the earth to save themselves, to save you from themselves, because God knows you can't be counted on yourself on who chooses not to.